in a perfect world, it would be fine, but I couldn't get there. Okay, the saga continues on a primary. So I've gone back and forth and back and forth and back and forth about what I wanted to do. And palliative originally was supposed to help me find a new primary. But with them just kind of turning around and I'm getting the same old, like leaving it into their hands didn't make me feel good anymore. So I've been thinking for a couple days. I'm ridiculously proactive. Like, I can't just sit here and wait for somebody to help me. Like, that is just not in my juju. And mentally, I have to be like moving forward and going towards something positive as opposed to just sitting here waiting for somebody else to like show up magically. So I very much thought about talking to my old primary and about going back, but the reasons that I left are still there. In a perfect world, it would be fine, but I couldn't get there. But there is a PA in that office that I have seen before and I really liked, and I tried to see several times after that. But it was this big, huge brouhaha because I was signed up to be the patient of another doctor that was there. And so it was nothing but a fight, and I don't have enough energy to go through that. So all of a sudden, I wondered if I could set the PA up as my primary as opposed to one of the other doctors in the office. So I called over there a couple days ago and asked the question, you know, could she be my primary? And one of the receptionists for one of the other doctors is who I got on the phone, told her what was going on, and she said, oh, absolutely, she can be your primary. And I'm like, okay. And so like a glimmer of hope, which was so nice. I so needed it. And so I told her kind of the situation like real quick, and she was like, well, you've been a patient here before. I was like, yeah, like 15, 16 years. And she was like, well, you're already established in the clinic. And she was like, I don't think it would be a problem, you know, do you want me to make an appointment? And I said yes. I said, but I want to make sure that she's comfortable taking me as a patient. And I said, I mean, I have a very complicated medical history. There's a lot of working parts. And I said, you know, I need somebody to be like in the trenches with me and be my advocate. And be my advocate with the power to do stuff and the will to do stuff, and not just, you know, wishy-washy and ask everybody else what to do. So anyways, she put me on hold for a little bit, and then she came back and she was like, give me your cell phone number. And so I gave it to her, and she was like, let me talk to her and then I'll call you back. And so like, as long as she says yes, she's like, we can make you an appointment for next week. So a little bit more glimmer of hope. And then, but I didn't hear anything back yesterday, which I was like real disheartened that I didn't. And then today, after the horrible esophagram, I called the office and I actually talked to her receptionist and told her who I was, and she was like, oh, wait. She was like, I already have a note for you. And she was like, I just haven't been able to call you yet. And I'm like, okay. And she grabbed it and she was like, oh yeah, Victoria's totally fine to be your doctor, and she can absolutely be your primary. And she was like, when do you want to see her? And I was just like so stunned, and oh my gosh, super excited. You know, it's hard to have hope, but I can't run any other way. And so I've got an appointment with her on Monday, and so I'm really hoping that it is going to work out and she can really help and try to oversee all of this stuff and give me some direction and whatnot. And I need somebody that I can trust again. I haven't had that in a while. So, episode 1 of Primary Search 2019. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you posted. We won't have to wait for the next one, so, or much for the next one. Okay, keep you posted.